assignment from yesterday. Please open your green packet. We left off on page 24. You were to finish problems 9 through 24. Problem number 9. Again, you should be following along with me and correcting your work. Number 9, the answer is 16/40, and you would have simplified it to 2/5. Number 10, the answer is 3/8. Number 11 is 14/27. Number 12 is 14/48, and you would have simplified it to 7/24. Number 13, the answer was 13/81, and you would have simplified it to 10/27. Number 14, the answer is 3/36, and you would have simplified it to 1/12. Number 15, the answer is 6/45, and you would have simplified it to 2/15. Number 16, the answer is 12/36, and you would have simplified it to 1/3. Number 17 was 12/28. You would have simplified it to 3/7. Number 18, the answer is 2/35. Number 19, the answer is 4/15. Number 20, the answer is 4/54, and it would have been simplified to 2/27. Number 21 was 28/63, and you would have simplified it to 4/9. Number 22, the answer is 2/24, and you would have simplified it to 1/12. Number 23 is 9/48, and you would have simplified it to 3/16. Number 24 is 6/12, and you would have simplified it to 1/2. Again, if you get stuck on any of these problems, please join our Google Meets and ask questions. We are happy to help you. Please open your daily summer practice book to day 17 to correct yesterday's assignment. Day 17, number 1. The first step you should have done is 6 times 4. You should have had a 4 and carried your 2. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 2 is 44. 6 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. 6 times 3 is 18. So the answer to number 1 is 18,444. Number 2, we're rounding 2,654,355 to the nearest hundred. So I have to find the hundreds place. The 5 is telling me to round that 3 up. So I would have 2, 6, 5, 4, 4, 0, 0, which would give me an answer of 2,654,400. The next question is I need to simplify. I could divide it by 20 right off the bat, but I'm assuming most of you probably divided it by 10 first. If you divided it by 10, you would have gotten 8/10, but you still need to simplify a little bit more, so you'd want to divide that by 2, and you would have gotten 4/5 for your final answer. If you divided it by 20 right off the bat, you would have gotten the correct answer too. Question number 4. We're going to write this in standard form. So 7 times 10 to the third. Remember, 10 to the third is a 1 with 3 zeros, 1,000. So 7 times 1,000 is 7,000. The last question is the following number 0 in the hundreds place right here. Yes, it is. So we would say true. Please open your green 6th grade summer school math packet to page 25. Again, page 25. You should have a pencil ready to go, and we're going to solve these problems together. All right, on page 25, I've rewritten the problems that you have on your paper. Page 25, the first problem is 536 times 9/25. Notice these numbers are quite large. So today's skill that we're practicing is called cross-canceling to make these numbers a little bit smaller and easy to multiply. Okay, so here's how you cross-cancel. Again, this is only when you have really large numbers. So what you would do is you look at the diagonals. And looking at these diagonals, I know that 5 and 25, I can both divide then by 5. So let's do that. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Please write that on your paper. Now looking at my other diagonals, 9 and 36, I can divide those both by 9. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 36 divided by 9 is 4. Now I have much smaller, more manageable numbers to multiply. So let's multiply what we have left. 1 times 1 equals 1. 4 times 5 equals 20. So the answer to number 1 is 1/20. That would have taken us a long time to multiply the other way. We would have done 45 over some really large number, and we would have had to simplify a whole bunch. So that's when cross-canceling is effective and useful strategy. Let's look at number 2 on your page. Number 2 is 7/24 times 6/42. Let's look at our diagonals. Again, you can only do it with the diagonals. 7 and 42, I can divide them both by what? 7. So 7 divided by 7 is 1. 42 divided by 7 is 6. Again, this is really important to know your facts. If you don't know your facts, please keep practicing. 24 and 6, the largest number I can divide those both by is 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 24 divided by 6 is 4. Now let's multiply my numerators. 1 times 1 equals 1. 4 times 6 equals 24. Isn't this a nice trick? Again, this is called cross-canceling. Okay, it won't always work with both numbers. Sometimes it will only work with one set of numbers, but not the other set of numbers. And that's okay too. So if it only works with one, at least you're getting your numbers a little bit simpler to work with. Let's try these. 4 and 16, I can divide them both by 4. So cross off your 4, put a 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Now let's look at these other two, 10 and 25. I know I can divide them both by 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Now I'm going to multiply. 1 times 2 equals 2. And 5 times 4 equals 20. I know that I can simplify that fraction. I can divide them both by 2 because they're even. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 20 divided by 2 is 10, so the answer to number 3 is 1/10. The last problem we're going to do together today is number 4. 9/16 times 8/27. Again, let's check our diagonals. 9 and 27, I can divide them both by 9. So 9 divided by 9 is 1. 27 divided by 9 is 3. Let's look at our other two diagonals. 8 and 16, I can divide them both by 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 16 divided by 8 is 2. All right, 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 3 is 6. We just saved ourselves a lot of time by cross-canceling. Again, it might not always work on each diagonal, but sometimes you can do it on one of the diagonals, just to get your numbers a little bit smaller. Your assignment is to do page 26, number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Again, 5 through 10 on page 26 is due tomorrow.